It's a common sense that if someone who is a diplomat, a representative of a country is using this format, then I personally feel that even you should use this format. These kind of things are important. These kind of things will help you to score marks in your class test, in your TCF, TEF exams. All right. Namaste, guys. Welcome to your YouTube channel, Clear French Exams. And today we'll learn how to tell time in French language. But you need to have some knowledge concerning countings from 1 to 12. We will do it today. Adverb, we have already done yesterday. Vocabulary, very little vocabulary, and there is a hidden knowledge. Why hidden knowledge? I'm using this specific word. Just I'm giving you an example that suppose you have to tell someone about a century. Century is also a time period, right? So the vocabulary is un siècle. We'll do that. Don't worry about that. For example, sunrise, le lever de soleil. All right, these kind of things are important. These kind of things will help you to score marks in your class test, in your TCF, TEF exams. All right, I'm sorry, guys, I'm giving you content, so my videos are long, but take a pen and a paper and let's start. So the very first thing I'm going to teach you is counting from 1 to 12. So let's say this in French is un. Speak with me. Un. All right. The pronunciation is un. Got it? Now I hope you can pronounce, because if you cannot speak French language, देखो guys, what is important is if you have to speak. You have to speak. All right. Un. Now the. All right. Toi. Let me just change the language. Quatre. Cinq. It's not thank you. It's cinq. 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 Observe the tongue. Cinq. All right. Un, deux, trois, quatre, cinq, six. Six. We do not pronounce X here. So the pronunciation is six. Something like, let me just write, six. Got it? Six. Now it is set. It's not sept. It's not sept. It's set. That's it. Set. Oopsie. Wheat. Speak with me. Wheat. Nuff. Nuff. These. These. All right. So you have, I hope that you have observed how we pronounce X in French language. How we pronounce these. These. Sound is there. It's not dix. It's not six. It's not. In French language, it's these. All right. Practice makes a man perfect. Work hard. I'm here for you. All right. Onze. Onze. It's not onge. It's onze. 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 Now, douze. Now, douze. Now, douze. Guys, now listen. I have told you this vocabulary. Let's repeat again. Un, deux, trois, quatre, cinq, six, sept, huit, neuf, dix, onze, douze. That's it. Let's keep it till here and we will move further little by little. All right. Now, there's just one thing I wanted to mention you guys that I have seen personally when I was when I used to work as an interpreter, that some of the French people, they, when they speak very rapidly, they used to just we. All right. So the t sound comes very, the t sound is very small, significant, but it is there. So all right, so in the beginning, never do this mistake that calling this one as we in French language is yes. My I don't know if you have seen the video where I'm interviewing a girl, 13 or 12-year-old girl who cleared her DELF B1 exam. Her teacher taught her it's not, wait, it's not we, you pronounce it at we, it's not we, it's wrong, it's we. How? We, English wala we. All right, now we, this one is we. All right, I hope the idea is clear to you. Now the second thing you need is the knowledge concerning adverb. All right, oops, it's in English again. Yeah, knowledge concerning adverb. So let's revise adverb once more, even though we have already done. You can see the last video. Je suis, tu es. Why it's continuously changing the language automatically? Tu es, il est, elle est, nous sommes, with an S. Oops. Yeah. Nous sommes, vous êtes, with this thing. Ils sont, elles sont. I hope you remember this pronunciation rule. Whenever there are two S in front of each other, then ils sont. All right. Elles sont. So what is important here is this one. Let's keep it like this. Now, let's say the time currently at this point of time, let's suppose the time is that, let's say 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock. How do you write? 01. And this is the time, suppose. So what you will do is, you will say, il est une heure. Il est une heure. Now guys, listen. This means hours. All right. Il est une heure. Il est une heure. It's 1 o'clock. Now, let's suppose the time is 2 o'clock. Then what will you do? You will do il est 2 heures. All right, il est 2 heures. But here is a very small difference. See, when the in quantity, when something is 1, you do not add an s. But if something is there with more than something is there which is more than 1, then what will you do? You will add just an extra s, and that's it. Il est 2 heures. Il est 2 heures. All right. Now, suppose the time is let's say 4:30. 4:30. Let's keep it 4:30 then. 04:30. 30. Now let's suppose the time is 4:30. Then what will you do? Il est 4 heures. Il est 4 heures et demi. Let me just a second. Let me just increase this a little bit. Wait. Oof, it's not happening. Just a second, guys. Now it's not looking good. Chalo, koi baat nahi. Okay, I'm bad with these things. Il est, all right. Il est 4 heures et demi. Il est 4 heures et demi. Or, there is one more manner in which you can use this thing is, but for this thing you need to learn the countings. All right. So in the next video, I'm going to tell you countings, but at this point of time, I'm just telling you how to just normally how to, you know, say the time in another manner. Otherwise, we are done with this thing. Il est 4 heures. Il est 4 heures Il est 4h30. I'm really sorry that if I'm fast, I'm really sorry, but this is the slowest I can teach. All right. Il est 4h30. So 30 in French language is 30 in French language is 30. All right. 30. There is no extra s. It's just 30. All right. Now let's suppose the time is what 4:15. Can we keep it 4:15? Let's suppose the time is 4:15. Now let's suppose the time is 4:15. Then what will you use? uh, uh, il est 4h et quart. Il est 4h et quart. Now listen guys, there is one very just one thing, that quarter in French language is called as car. Oops, there is an extra s. Okay, there is an extra s. Thank you, automatic. What dictionary? Il est 4h et quart. So always remember, if something is more than one, you should add an extra s in heure. All right. Il est 4h et quart. All right. Another way of saying the same thing is another way. Il est 4h15. Il est 4. Oops, I added an extra s. 4h15. I hope the spelling is right. Quinze. It's yeah, 15. So 15 in French language is 15. All right, let me just underline this. 15. All right, now nothing to worry about. See, there are two things. Which one gives a better impression? I would say this one. This one is standard French. I have never seen diplomats using this kind of format. They always use this kind of format. So it's a common sense that if someone who is a diplomat, a representative of a country is using this format, then I personally feel that even you should use this format. All right, guys. I hope the idea is clear. Now let's suppose the time is what? For example, right now it's 4:57. Let's suppose the time is 5:10, 5:10 or anything. Say 5:10. Let's keep it 5:10. 5:10. Now let's suppose the time is 5:10. Then il est 5h with an extra s, because that's where people lose marks. Il est 5h10. Normal. Keep it very normal. All right, very normal. Now there is one thing I want to teach you guys. Suppose the time is 5:45, because I just told you the idea came to my mind because it's 4:57 or 4:58 right now. So again, I'm going to tell you three things here. One which is very formal, it gives a very good impression. It will help you fetch marks. Point number one. Another one is very normal. You can use it with friends and all, but I would, ask you to use the standard time format, because that's how you can give a good impression to your teacher. All right, or the examiner. So let's suppose just a second. Il est 6h moins le quart. Oops, I need to just move it a little. I'm sorry guys, sorry for the format. Oof. I'm bad with format things. I beg your pardon, folks. Yeah. Now, il est 6h moins le quart. So, right now, if you observe, the time is 5 o'clock. The hours are 5 hours. 45 minutes. Now what you guys have to do is you have to use sixer moi le quart minus. So what you said was 6 o'clock minus a quarter. So it become 45. So now let's suppose the time is 4:57. What you can say is please leave the answer in the comment box. All right, but I need to tell you other things also. Let me just copy this time and put it here. Yeah. So now how can you, because see, uh, one of my students, when he entered for his exam in I guess Chandigarh, he was from Punjab. So when he was appearing for his TEF exam, he entered, and the very first thing the teacher asked was quelle heure est-il, monsieur? So instead of using it was, I guess, it was something related to 15 or minus 15 or something. So instead of using that very Indian format or very simple format, he used standard version. And he when his interview was over, he called me and he said, sir, I scored good marks. I'll score good marks. I said, how can you say that? He said, sir, I used all the tricks you taught me in the classes. All right. So that's it. Sorry. Uh, il est, I forgot. 5 heures, moi, there should be an extra S, 5 heures, 5 heures, moi, 15. All right. 15 is 15. So we have said the same thing. Instead of using the word quarter here, we have changed it to 15. This is also right, but I would suggest you to go for that car thing. CQUART, car. All right. And then there is very simple one. Oops. Sorry. And then there is one very simple format. Yeah, very simple format. The simple format is, let's keep it like this, or why it's keep changing. Chalo, let's make it like this. Ooh. Just a second, folks. I'm really sorry for that it's time taking. So yeah, so what you can do is another format is il sorry, it should be Caesar. Here it should be Caesar. Il est 6h moins 15. All right, guys. Il est 6h moins 15. So another format which is very common, which I would suggest you not to use this one format, is il est 5 heures. Il est 5 heures 45. All right, 45 is 45. Let's underline this one. All right, so that's it. So now I hope you guys know how to tell the time. These are the basics, very basics. But now there is one last thing I want to tell you is, चलो एक extra कर लेते हैं. Let's do one more. Let's suppose the time is 6 o'clock and what? 50 minutes. Let me just wait. Now let's suppose this is the time you want to tell to somebody. Then il est 7 heures moins 10. Here one thing you should remember is you have not added an extra le la le, which I think we have covered in the last class. Le la le we have not covered. I don't think we have covered. No need to add an extra any sort of article in this kind of time format. Never. All right. So uh, one format is this, and then another format is very simple again. You need to just tell the counting. Counting is again this stupid thing is happening. Il est um, 6h50. 50. 50 an extra is not there. So 50, 50. All right. So there are two ways in there is one in which you just oops yeah, there are two ways always. One way is to just tell the number, and another way which is really formal, very nice, very pleasing to hear, is the one which is standard French language, this one. All right, this one, and mm, this one. Let me just keep it like this for your help. All right. So now let's suppose it's 7 a.m. Let's just suppose it's 7 a.m. All right. Mm, yeah. Now let's suppose it's 7 a.m. Then what will you say? 7 a.m. Remember, the main word in this one is 7 a.m. So it should be il est 7 heures, 7 heures du matin. So matin is morning. All right. So guys, if you remember in my last class, I have not taught you what is matin. All right. Why? Because just giving vocabulary out without any reason is, I feel, is worthless. All right. I told you I'll cover this thing. I'm covering this thing. No need to worry. Uh, Now let's suppose it's what, uh, 3 p.m. or 7 p.m. 7 p.m. we have already done. So due soir हो जाएगा उसका. Suppose 7 p.m. So it will become il est 7 heures du soir. All right, that's it. It's very simple. PM है तो soir लगा तो soir means evening. Soir means evening. The pronunciation is soir. It's not soir. It's soir. Okay. Be very polite. All right. Now let's suppose it's noon. Then, for example, well, okay, example क्या आएगा इसमें? It's noon. Suppose it's noon. Then what will you use is il est midi. Il est midi. Midi in French language is well, afternoon, noon. All right. And suppose if the time is, suppose well, 12 a.m. 12 a.m. That's how we write 12 a.m. I guess. Then no, not 12 a.m. or 12 a.m. I don't know. So basically, I'm talking about the midnight. So you can say il est minuit. Minuit. All right. So this is just to tell you the pronunciation minuit. In reality, that's how you write it. Il est minuit. No, do not write an extra s in this one. गलती भी मत करना. Otherwise, you will end up losing marks, which is I personally feel which is very bad. All right. Apart from this, let's do one more thing. And suppose now in time frame only. Now let's focus on vocabulary. All right. Now let's focus on vocabulary. Now there is something called a second. In French language, it's une seconde. Une seconde. Seconde. Une seconde. All right. Minute in French is minute is une minute. All right. An hour is Une heure. Une heure. All right. Um, Day you already know. Un jour. All right. We will do that thing in future. Uh, Week is une semaine. Week is une semaine. And moi. See, these kind of things we will do. Don't worry. Well, for example, what are Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and all. We will do it today. No need to worry about all those things. And I'll put one more thing in. I'll What I'll do is I'll add uh, second part of this video. So, mm, moi. Sorry, it should be month. Un mois or une mois. It should be un mois. All right, guys, listen. Always remember un, etc. Why this thing helps you to remember if the noun is masculine or feminine. All right, be serious about this thing. And one last thing I want to tell you guys here is, suppose if there is a sanctuary, then you see these kind of things are there, and people on YouTube they don't teach it, and I personally feel very bad that just for views people are wasting your time. You are wasting your time. I don't want you to do that. Siècle. There should be an l'accent grave, guys. This small line or this angle, acute angle, no, l'accent grave. Acute angle is l'accent aigu. This is l'accent grave. Siècle. All right, now let's suppose if there is a decade, then if there is a decade, then une décennie. Une décennie. All right, and year is, see, uh, on. But people often do this mistake. If it is 1 year, then no. If it's a whole year, a whole year. Here it is 1 year. A whole year. There's a little difference. No one will going to tell you. My teachers, they were very gentle. They taught me all those things. I'm very, very, very thankful to them. So it is yun ane. Yun ane. All right, the pronunciation yun ane. Now let's do a little bit of work. Let's learn something extra, to have an edge over your competitors. All right. Because see, if you are preparing for TCF, TF, or DELF exams, you don't want to be a mediocre student. All right. If you want to become something extra, you have to put some extra effort. So it's tiring. It's a bit tiring. Now let's suppose if it is dawn. Dawn is l'aube. All right. Suppose it's morning. It's matin. Le matin. Afternoon. L'après-midi. Let me just. Oops. It has accepted l'après-midi. So there should be an accept. Yeah, now it's correct. This is correct, but this is in. Change the format. All right. Now evening is le soir. Le soir. SOIR. I think this one is automatically. Guys, no need to worry. If there is any mistake, I'll going to write it down here. Nothing to worry about. All right. Now sunset. Le coucher de soleil. Le coucher. It's le coucher de soleil. Evening is done. L'après-midi is done. Now, let's suppose you want to say good afternoon to someone. Then what will you say? It's bon après-midi. All right. Or bonsoir if it is evening. Bonsoir, monsieur. All right. Bonsoir, monsieur. Or bon après midi, monsieur. There should be an extra this thing. Le L'après-midi. I think it is masculine only. You need to check and tell me because I do not remember it's l'après-midi is masculine or feminine. I know it sounds a bit ridiculous, but sorry. Bon après-midi. Now, let me just tell you. Hmm. All right. Now I think we are done. We have completed almost everything. I personally think. Now let's learn one last thing that there is something called as connectors in French language. I Some people call them connectors, well, who are in A1 level or something like that. But these are prepositions in French language. For example, if you want to say since will become your depuis. All right, depuis, during, pendant. All right. If something is at, it will become a. All right. That's it. Now let's learn one last thing. One last thing, and we are done with today's class. Just one thing I want to tell you. Suppose if something is related to yesterday, then the vocabulary is hier. Something is related to yesterday, hier. Yesterday the meaning of yesterday is hier. Today. Today is aujourd'hui. Now. Maintenant. Now is maintenant. All right. Tomorrow. I hope the spelling is right. No, it's not. There should be double M, I guess. No. Demain. Demain. All right. Day before yesterday. Day before yesterday is avant-hier. Avant-hier. All right. Day before yesterday is avant-hier. Now, if you want to say day after tomorrow, परसों बोलते हैं हिंदी में, the day after tomorrow. Day after tomorrow. The day after tomorrow becomes your it's very simple. Just think. It's avant-hier, then it becomes l'après-demain. Wait, there's a spelling thing here. Let me just change it in French language. There should be this one. L'après-demain. L'après-demain. Now, one thing is, for example, on the eve of, see, it is something I have seen people are using in their A2 or B1 level. Right now we are in A1 level, but I do not want to keep a barrier here. See, it's knowledge. Knowledge should be free of cost and there should be no barrier. So I'm using it. What I was supposed to tell you something. The day before or on the eve of. Eve of will become la vieille, la vieille de. All right. La vieille de. Now, the day after or the next day. These kind of these vocabulary will come in your. You can use all these vocabulary when there's a description, when you have to tell someone something. For example, in your exam, there will be situation, role play, etc. In those kind of situations, you can use this vocabulary. All right. Now, just a second. The next day. Le lendemain. All right. Last week will become your la semaine dernière. There is an accent issue. La semaine dernière. Okay. Some people call it la semaine passée, but I PASS and then E and l'accent aigu. Some people call it La semaine passée, that is also correct. Let me just add it. I don't want to add it because I personally always use, la semaine dernière. It is more common, more acceptable. All right. Now there are four seasons. I don't know what to say. For example, now let's do, because seasons are also related to your time frame only. All right. So let's do winter. Winter is uh, l'hiver. All right. Spring is le printemps. I think the spelling is correct. Le printemps. P-R-I-N-T-E-M-P-S. All right. Le printemps. Le prin. The correct pronunciation is prin. Always remember, IN will give you a sound of un. Je suis indien. Un. All right. Le printemps. Now, summer. Summer is L apostrophe été. L'été. So it will become summer is l'été. Été. All right. Now there is autumn. Autumn. It's autumn. It's autumn. Autumn. Luton, I think, yeah, Luton. So now if you have to say the, let's say, next autumn, I think the spelling is correct. All right, yeah, it's next is always le prochain. Then it will become l'automne prochain. L'automne prochain. And if you want to say last autumn, then last autumn. It will become l'automne dernier. L'automne dernier. All right. That's it, guys. That's it from my side. There are, of course, there are other things also, like before, it's avant, etc. But these are related to, these are also related to time. But at this point of time, I do not want to, burden you. So go home, close everything, and revise each and everything. That's it from my side. It was nice, I'm giving my best, guys. Please give your best. If you have a dream, achieve it. If you need any help from my side, I'm always ready. You guys can message me anytime. That's totally free of cost. You can message me. You have doubts, just message me. All right. And That's it. I can make a video if you will say, if anyone, if even if you are in C1 level, I can make a video if you have any doubts. All right. So that's it from my side. That's it from my side. Take care. God bless you all. Thank you.